morning, boys and girls. It's Rachel here from St Lawrence Church in Hatfield, and welcome to our third Monday morning wake-up video. How was your staycation trip to France last week? I loved seeing all of your Eiffel Tower models, both spaghetti and Lego, and I think there were a few Minecraft ones thrown in there too. Well, me and Pretend Paul, we sat together and ate croissants. We've had a lovely week in France, haven't we? Well, this week I've packed something else in my summer club bag that I think is going to be helpful for this week. Where we're going, so let's have a look. Oh, here it is, Paul. I found it. These are my chopsticks, and I've packed them ready for our trip to China. Oh, Paul says that these aren't chopsticks, that these are actually drumsticks. Yeah, I guess they do look like you could use them for drums, yeah. Well, you know what? I really do need my chopsticks for our trip to China. So I better go and look for them. So whilst I'm looking, why don't you guys at home get up off your sofa and we're going to do our weekly warm-up with the Green family. Over to you, Greens.
Okay, go live. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. My name is Joe Flinks.
Oh, I'm the Green Goddess.
I'm Staycation Stacey.
But where is Bunny Bonbon?
Where's
Bunny!
I'm here!
Oh, there he is!
Welcome back to another week of the Greens Family Weekly Warm-Up.
All right, everybody. Last week we were in
France!
last week. The week before that we were in
America!
This week we are from
China!
Yeah, all right. Now we're going to do a couple of exercises from America first, and then we're into France, and then we're going to do a couple of exercises from China. All right, so we're going to do 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, and don't forget plenty of water, plenty of space, plenty of water. Right, let's get to it, guys. Let's get to it.
Plenty of water, plenty of space, you'll be ready.
We're going to go and walk.
Okay.
El Capitan. Do you remember that one?
Let's have some little bit of time. So we're going on after 3, 2,
The harder.
1. Okay.
Make yourself go higher.
At El Capitan.
As you can see, we're all doing the simple version. I'll do the hard version with you, who might be doing the hard version with me.
Get those legs up.
Woo!
Oh, that's great.
Wow, Bonnie, that is
so hard.
All right. 3, 2, 1, and 10 seconds rest.
And
Don't
now,
forget, tapping those toes.
let's go to the Wild West.
Yeah!
3,
Get
2,
on that horse.
1. Get on that horse. Woo!
Woo! Got your
10.
pony and lasso. And let's go.
Ooh, what do we do
Remember,
better, Bunny?
We have hard version, yeah, Joe. So, for this, changing your arms and turning around.
Oh, that's a high impact there.
Woo!
Ooh. And change hands. Oh. And that's it. 3 minute rest.
Tap it out.
All right.
You're using your
Where are we
ribbon
going
there,
to
Bonnie.
now? We're going to France
Don't
now.
let it fall
Back to
out.
France.
Out.
3,
I'm
2,
in
1.
China.
France.
Let's do some sightseeing, Joe and Bonnie.
Nice lunges.
Oh, look,
What?
there's the Eiffel Tower.
The Eiffel Tower.
It's so tall.
What else can we see?
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame and
The Champs-Elysees.
Champs-Elysees.
I can see
Lots
loads
to
of
see in
stuff.
France. All right. That's great, guys.
Ooh.
10 seconds rest. Woo.
We'll go and see some can-can dancers.
Yay!
Oh, yes.
I love dancing.
Hold on to your wings. La 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 la.
It's a long 10 seconds, Joe.
Get those
10
legs up.
seconds.
Woo. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Woo.
Very good, guys. 10 seconds rest. All right,
Let's
we're
go.
on that aeroplane, flying over to China.
Use all of your space. Make your arms
Use
lovely
all your
wide,
space.
like an
Stretch
aeroplane.
those arms so you get that stretch.
That's right, Bonnie
Right
Bon
there.
Bon. Stretch those arms. Woo!
Woo.
And we're almost there. Coming into land at Beijing Airport. It's a lovely place, Beijing. I've been there.
Use your space.
All right.
Woo.
Okay, guys. 10 seconds rest. Unpack your luggage. we are going to do what we're going to do.
We've
When we arrive in China, we're going to do a Silly Billy dance. Silly Billy says.
Silly Billy, you can do whatever you want.
La 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 la. La la la, nice Chinese dragon dance. Dragon dance. I'm a dragon dance. A dragon dance. Chinese dragon dance. Woo! Alright. 3, 2, 1, and 10 seconds rest. Last one this week. We're going to do a bit of kung fu fighting. Because we're in China. Alright, Staycation Stacey. Hope you can hear this. A bit of music. Whoa. Woo! Alright, everybody.
Those big kicks.
Go stretch those legs. Oh.
Do some punches to us, guys.
Oh yes, that's right.
Use those arms.
Boom. Make sure you don't
Run, kick.
don't pull anything. Ooh.
I think that's enough kung fu for this week, don't you, Joan Bunny?
Oh, that's kung fu fighting. I remember when I was in China. I used to do a bit of kung fu fighting.
We look forward to seeing you again next
All
week.
right, that's enough. Yeah, where are we next week, Big Goddess?
I think we might be in Egypt
Oh,
next week.
where?
I'm not 100%
Egypt?
sure. Egypt,
It's
yes.
a fabulous place, Egypt.
Have you been to Egypt?
I've been there. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been
Of course
there.
he has.
All right, until we meet next week.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Right, I've got them. I found the chopsticks. Found them, Paul. Look, here they are. Here's my chopsticks. Brilliant. I'm all set for China now. Oh. Well, Paul says that these aren't chopsticks either, that these are actually just colouring pencils. Oh. Right, well, I guess I have to go on another journey to try and find some. So whilst I'm doing that, here's a song for you to enjoy.
God says light and the heavens burn, stars ignite and the planets turn. See God's mastery, don't it make you wonder? Lift your eyes to the skies and see, space displays God's artistry. See His majesty, don't it make you wonder? Why a God like that would choose to care, why He would think to love me. It's outrageous love, it's amazing grace, given undeserved and free. Yes, all God's riches at Christ's expense. Don't it make you wonder, God would do so much for me. God so loved us, He chose to come, shed His splendor and left His throne. God Emmanuel, don't it make you wonder? God through ages from us concealed, now in Jesus at last revealed. God has come to us, don't it make you wonder? Why God so high would stoop so low, I cannot tell, but this I know, it's outrageous love, it's amazing grace, given undeserved and free. Yeah, it's all God's riches at Christ's expense. Don't it make you wonder, God would come so far for me.
Living
Right then, boys and girls, I am 100% sure I've got it right this time. Paul, I'm so sure I've got it right this time because I chopped these sticks right off a tree. So they must be chopsticks. Oh. I've got it wrong again. Apparently chopsticks are small sticks used for eating in China. These ones are a bit mucky, I think, for eating with, aren't they, Paul? Who knew, hey? Who knew? Well, maybe I'll have to go out and buy some from the shop. Well, at least I got to go on a really fun journey finding all these different sticks. Paul, you know, you went on some pretty epic journeys in your lifetime, didn't you? Well, shall we find out a bit more about the journeys that Paul went on this week? Yeah, I'd really like to see what journeys he went on, Paul. So let's watch this video, which will tell us a bit more about it.
Paul went on 3 big trips. The first was around 46 AD.
Look, we're drawing a line.
Starting in Antioch, Paul sailed to the island of Cyprus, then sailed up to Asia Minor and visited the city of Perga, another city called Antioch, Iconium, Lystra, and Derbe. Then he did the whole thing backwards. Lystra, Iconium, the other Antioch, Perga, then Attalia, then sailed all the way back to Antioch, 1,400 miles.
He must have used a lot of gas.
But no, he was either in a boat or walking the whole way.
I bet those Roman roads came in handy.
They sure did. His next trip was much further. Around 49 AD, he walked to Tarsus, then Cilicia, Derbe, Lystra, Iconium, Phrygia.
That sounds cold.
I don't think it was. Then up to an area called Galatia, and all the way over to another called Mysia, then Troas, and then he visited Samothrace, Neapolis, Philippi, Amphipolis, Apollonia, Thessalonica, Berea, then all the way down to Athens, which is the center of Greek culture, then over to Corinth, where he stayed for a year and a half, then Cenchreae, then back on a boat and all the way over to Ephesus, then all the way down back across the Mediterranean, all the way to Caesarea.
Whoa, what a long trip.
And then to Jerusalem, 2,800 miles.
He must have worn out his sneakers.
I think he wore out several pair of sneakers. And finally, a few years later, around 52 AD, he went on his third big trip. From Antioch, he walked all the way up through Galatia.
That would make your feet sore.
Then to Phrygia, and on to Ephesus, where he stayed for 3 years.
That's a long time.
Then all the way up to an area called Macedonia.
Macedonia, I like that name.
And back on another boat all the way down to Corinth. Then all the way back up to Macedonia.
Again?
Yep, again. And then on another boat over to Troas, Assos, Mytilene, Chios, Samos, Miletus, Kos, down to Rhodes, over to Patara, then once again back across the Mediterranean Sea all the way to Tyre, and down to Ptolemais, Caesarea, and finally back to Jerusalem again, another 2,700 miles.
That's a lot of traveling.
It sure is. It's like crossing America from one end to the other 3.5 times, and without cars or trains or planes, just his 2 feet and a boat here and there.
It's pretty amazing what Paul did. And everywhere he went, he preached and taught people about Jesus. And the new Christians gathered together. They assembled together in groups in each town. We call these groups churches, a word that means assembly or to gather together.
Well, Paul, you know what? You certainly seem to travel around a bit, and by only on foot and boat. Isn't that amazing, boys and girls? I wonder what made you want to go on such a long journey. What makes you go on journeys? Is it to see people that you love? Is it for an adventure or to go on holiday? Maybe it's to share some really important news, like it's your birthday, or you got an award from class or something like that, I don't know. Well, Paul really felt that the news that he had to share about becoming a friend of Jesus was so important and so exciting that he wanted to tell absolutely everyone, even people he didn't know, so that they could also have that amazing relationship with Jesus and find the same joy that he found. Well, we'll be talking a bit more about that over on Paul's podcast on Wednesday, when we'll be drawing along to the story and making our own adventure maps. Well, that sounds really exciting, Paul. But before that, there's a whole lot of summer club fun for us to have this week as we visit China. So would you like to hear this week's challenges? I can't hear you. I don't think they want to hear this week's challenges, Paul. Shall I ask them again? Do you want to hear this week's challenges, boys and girls? All right, let's have a go then. So we've got our Lego challenge again. You guys have been doing so well with the Lego challenges. So this week, I want you to build the longest wall that you can out of your Lego blocks, a bit like the Great Wall of China. So I'm looking forward to seeing the long walls. Our bake-off challenge this week is going savoury. It's going main course. It's going to be egg fried rice. Woo! Now, maybe you've had Chinese takeaway and you've had egg fried rice from there, but homemade egg fried rice is even more tasty and better for you because it's got loads of vegetables in there. So have a go at making that. See what you can add in that you really like to eat that'll make it even tastier. Our craft challenge will be coming up in just a moment. If you've got your packs at home, you'll see that there's a dragon scratch art kit that you can be getting on with, but we've also got a really big craft this week, a really long craft, a really messy craft, a craft that is going to take up your whole week, and that's to make a paper mache globe. I'm excited. Are you? Fabulous. So now that Paul has got his passport and his suitcase, he's ready for his journeys, aren't you, Paul? So we're going to make him somewhere to stay whilst he's travelling. I mean, I don't imagine there was a lot of hotels on his way where he went. So we're going to make him a tent. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how imaginative you can be with materials and sticks. I'm sure that you can rummage together some things to make Paul a tent. Our prayer challenges this week are letters from God and kindness postcards. And we were talking about how prayer is just having a chat with Father God and telling him about things. So do go check out those prayer challenges. I hope you're having fun trying those at home. But, oh my life, excitement for this week. And we are praying that the rain holds off. We're praying for sunshine and loveliness so that you can come down to St. Lawrence Church and take part in our chalk prayer path. Yes, you know that stick of chalk that I asked you to keep hold of and keep safe? You're going to need that because there's going to be no chalk provided so that we don't pass on the horrible coronavirus. So you're going to need to bring your own chalk, and there's going to be different activities for you to do on the floor of the path that goes around the church. I'm not going to give you any more details just in case it rains and we can't do it, but I will share in the Facebook group when it is ready to go, and you can all get down there and add your bits to the chalk prayer path. Finally, our photo challenge this week is to take the best photo of something themed great. What could you take a photo of that is great? I mean, you could take a photo of me. I'm great. You could take a photo of Paul. He's great. But have a think. We've really loved your tour photos last week. They were so amazing and so many of them. So get your thinking caps on and come up with something great. Well, that's all of our challenges for this week. But I do... Oh! Paul says he's got a bonus challenge for you. A bonus challenge? Well, Paul had been on some journeys and he brought me back a present. That's really nice, isn't it, Pretend Paul? Thank you. You brought me a present and you might have spotted it in my studio. It's a flag. Now, some of you have been out spotting flags on our flag trail, all around Hatfield and Dunsville and Dunscroft and Hatfield Woodhouse, and even one in Thorne. But there was a extra bonus secret flag that I don't think anybody has spotted, and it's in here in my studio. It's this flag. Now, I am going to have a special prize for the first person who can figure out what this flag is and tell me. And I'm excited to announce that on the Sunday shout out. So, can you see the colours on this flag, boys and girls? We've got blue at the top, we've got white in the middle, and green at the bottom, and then we've got this special symbol in the middle. Have a look on your colouring maps and see if you can spot what it is. So, without further ado, Paul, let's introduce our craft challenge. Let's go and have some messy fun and see how to make a paper mache globe. Hello boys and girls, and welcome to our week 3 craft challenge. This week, as well as doing our scratch art dragons, we're going to be making a paper mache globe. So you're going to be needing your balloon from your envelope, some torn up newspaper, some PVA glue, and some water. So the first thing you need to do is to blow up your balloon so that it's round. Here's one that I blew up earlier. Once you've blown up your balloon, we're going to then take our newspaper, so maybe you've had a copy of the Thorn Times come through, and we're going to rip it up into small strips. We're going to cover the whole balloon in strips of newspaper and glue. We're then going to leave a balloon to dry for a good day or two until it's nice and hard. When your balloon is fully covered and nice and hard, we're going to burst the balloon inside of it. So you're going to need a pair of scissors, and you might want to ask an adult to help you with this. The balloon will shrink down inside and leave you with a hollow cardboard shell that looks like a globe. The next thing we're going to do is to paint our globe blue. So I've got some blue paint, I've got a paintbrush, I'm just going to squirt it straight on to my globe. This is going to be the sea. Once you've done the sea, you'll want to add the land onto it. You can do this either by painting directly onto the globe or by drawing out your countries, colouring them in, cutting them out and sticking them on. That's all for our craft challenge this week. Thank you for joining in. Well, I am really excited to see how your paper mache globes come out at the end of this week. I don't think we'll be seeing photos of that until well towards the end of the week, because I think it's going to take a couple of days to get it made and dried and painted and all of that. But I'm really looking forward to seeing what you come up with. Don't forget that if you didn't sign up in advance and you don't have a welcome pack, that you can still join in. Amazing. You can get all of the downloads, the links, the free printables over at www.stlawrencesummerclub.wordpress.com. So go and get everything you need to take part this week. And we want to see everything that you guys are up to, either in our Facebook group, or you can send photos in to summerclubshoutout@gmail.com to be included in our Sunday shout out videos at the end of the week and to be in with a chance of winning a prize. Amazing. Well, all that's left this hopefully sunny morning is to hand over to Sam for another silly 60-second challenge.
Hi everybody, welcome to episode 3 of Sam's Silly 60-Second Challenge. Today's challenge is putting on as many items of clothing as possible in 60 seconds.
Ready?
Yeah.
Steady, go! "20 seconds gone, Sam.
What?
Jumpers might be easier to put on, buddy. Jumpers and shirts. You've got 30 seconds gone. put on some shirts. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop!
Can you be 9 items of clothing in 1 minute? Bye!
And cut.
It's ready.